While we may still not know how much the Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series S, or the PlayStation 5 are going to cost, we might be finally getting some hints, some tips, some rumors, some leaks from some insiders about how they're going to line up. We have here for your reading pleasure an article from comicbook.com where they reference a guy named Dusk Golem, who is an insider, who is postulating that Microsoft might be preparing to lowball Sony, a luxury it can afford thanks to the massive piles of cash it's sitting on. As we all know, Microsoft has a lot of money. He says, quote, "I mean this in a few more ways, but to give the broadest idea, I'll just say that the Xbox X is by far more powerful than the PS5. This part in particular is a rumor, something that the specs released, the things that we know, that seems to line up relatively well with the reality that we know about. I'll paraphrase here. The fact that multi-platform games will run better on Xbox X is something people are going to have to prepare themselves for. Add to this, Microsoft are ready to lowball Sony when it comes to price. They can more easily make a sacrifice and get back profits from Game Pass than console sales than Sony can from that comparatively." He goes on to say it's very likely that the PS5 will cost more than the Xbox X, and right now Microsoft is more interested into getting people into their ecosystem and more willing to take a loss on sales than Sony is. Now guys, this is something that I've talked about already at great length. Sony and Microsoft are playing different games. It makes sense to me for Microsoft to be prepared to really lowball and undercut Sony in the pricing of the next-gen consoles because Microsoft knows the money is in the software. It's in getting people on Game Pass and it's in getting people to buy their software. Microsoft can literally... This is a practice that's been done many times over the years. It's not that uncommon for a hardware manufacturer like Sony or Microsoft to literally lose money on the sale of their console. They're going to sell you their hardware at a loss because the profit they make on the software is so much a greater margin that doesn't really matter. It cancels itself out, and in the long run, they've got you to buy your box. Now that's the entry point to buy the software. So guys, what do you think? Is Microsoft about to try and lowball Sony? We've talked about how Sony has all of the momentum right now. The mind share, the polls online, PlayStation 5 is trending very well. What happens if Xbox Series X is the more powerful console if third-party games do look better on Xbox Series X and it's cheaper? Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Give this video a like if you liked it. Give it a sub if you loved it. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.